A job in the future could be a moon greenhouse designer.
Cybersecurity specialist.
Allergy engineer.
A job in the future could be an age-reversing cosmetologist.
A teleporter mechanic.
Be a virtual game show host.
A job in the future could be a zero-energy home architect. Be a bullet train conductor.
Be a soil replenishment specialist.
A job in the future could be an avatar costume designer.
Be a food scientist.
A community garden organizer.
A job in the future could be a global field trip planner.
I would like to be a pitcher for the New York Yankees. In the future, when we won't need to have a umpire because the ball will just be a robot and can get controlled by whoever's controlling it with the control.
In the future, I'd like to be a professional soccer player. In the future, the ball might have a little robot inside. The robot will make it harder to kick.
In the future, I'd like to be a dancer. In the future, dancers might be able to wear floating shoes so you could do flips and cartwheels and stuff easier.
In the future, I want to be a football player, and I would like to play on the New Orleans Saints. Maybe like the cleats can make you like fly, and there'd be like new jerseys.
I'm gonna look for millions of bugs underwater.
I think I would look for rocks underwater.
There would be a lot of different fish and different species that could be hiding under things and that haven't been seen before.
Well, we could be building sea labs underwater, having dolphins deliver mail. We could probably have a lot of things, underwater homes, underwater schools, even underwater offices.
In the future, I hope they will invent more electronic things like an airplane that can get you somewhere in 2 seconds.
I'll take a solar-powered car to work in the future.
I'm going to take a jetpack to work when I'm a veterinarian. The new cars will be powered by electricity.
If I could have a job in the future, I'd probably want to be an inventor. I'd like to invent things that would make people's life easier.
In the future, I'd like to be a fashion designer. There might be more types of contraptions to make the clothing instead of just sewing with a sewing machine. There could be like robotic arms with sewing needles and like rollers that'll roll the fabric for you.
In the future, I'd like to use a GPS bug finder. The GPS will be a motion detector and detect small motions.
I think a geologist would be different in the future by being, they're looking for rocks, but when they get them, they have a certain type of X-ray that they could look in it and see what type to see if there's anything valuable in them.
It could be different. Maybe they could actually make the zoo look more like an animal's habitat.
I invented the Lego camera.
I want to be a car and motorcycle designer. We need new technology for so everybody could have flying cars.
Police officers will use laser guns in the future.
In the future, I want to be a scientist who discovers animals and different kind of species. I would like to use a machine that scans and tells us what the animal is in the future.
Maybe there'll be a pharmacy in space someday.
They will send astronauts and geologists to space in the future. I think there will be great rocks to study on Saturn.
In the future, we will play in a stadium in the space. In the future, I think we might play against aliens. I also might want to be an astronaut in the future. There might be different life forms, and we might discover new universes.
At the zoo, there could be a alien dog with a long, sticky tongue, just like a chameleon.
I might go to space a few times, but we could probably bring the aliens here.
There might be aliens in my class when I'm a teacher. They might speak alien language, which I'll have to learn. I think we'll teach magic in the school in the future. Maybe how to lift things without like grabbing them.
In the future, I want to be a robot maker. I'd make a robot that does anything that humans command it to do.
Yeah, I think there'll be more high-tech computers and robots. Doctors might use robots by helping them with making the medicine they need for illnesses.
When I'm a doctor, I think that they should make robot assistants.
We just have to make it a reality.